VA workforce crisis. 7,500 veteran-facing jobs lost. What it means for veterans. The Department of Veterans Affairs, VA, is currently grappling with a significant challenge, a staggering loss of approximately 7,500 workers in roles critical to providing support for veterans. This situation raises urgent questions about the future of veteran healthcare and services, and it's a topic that deserves our attention. Recent data from the VA reveals alarming trends. A notable exodus of employees has occurred in positions directly related to veterans' care and services. Among those who've departed this fiscal year are 1,720 registered nurses, around 1,150 medical support assistants, over 600 physicians, nearly 200 police officers, almost 80 psychologists, and about 1,100 veterans claim examiners. This substantial decrease in staffing is undeniably a matter of concern, especially considering that these roles are essential for delivering the quality care that our veterans deserve. VA Press Secretary Peter Kasparovitz attributes this reduction to natural attrition, indicating that the VA plans to replace these lost positions. However, the reality is that hiring has significantly slowed down, with a shocking 45% decline in job applications and a 56% drop in new hires from fiscal year 2024 to 2025. Overall, the agency is expected to cut nearly 30,000 employees by the end of this fiscal year, which primarily affects administrative roles. Notably, the VA has distanced itself from a potential large-scale reduction in force that could have eliminated over 80,000 positions, claiming such measures will not compromise veterans' care and benefits. Yet, this assertion has been challenged. Representative Delia Ramirez, D. Illinois, the ranking member of the House VA Committee's Oversight Subcommittee, voiced her skepticism during a recent hearing. There's just no possible way the VA could lose this many employees in critical roles without it having an impact on veteran-facing services, she stated, questioning how VA Secretary Doug Collins can insist that veterans' care is unaffected amidst such job losses. While the VA has safeguarded certain healthcare jobs from early retirement offers and deferred resignations, there continues to be a troubling loss of vital personnel. Sheila Elliott, a pharmacist and union representative, emphasized the unpredictability and risks of random reductions, saying, "When you rely on random cuts, the danger lies in not knowing which critical positions might be eliminated." On a slightly more positive note, Subcommittee Chairwoman Jen Kiggins, RV, commended the VA for not pursuing massive layoffs and expressed her confidence that any early retirements will come from non-essential roles. However, the reality that the VA has significantly curtailed its use of recruitment and retention incentives raises further questions. This fiscal year, the department has issued a mere single critical skills incentive compared to over 14,000 in the previous year. Similarly, retention incentives have fallen dramatically, from nearly 20,000 last year to about 7,500 this year, a decrease of more than 60%. Tracy Therrett, the VA's Chief Human Capital Officer, explained to lawmakers that the department rarely needs these incentives to fill positions. "We're able to announce job openings, attract qualified candidates, and hire them without relying on additional incentives," she said. However, more than 350,000 VA positions are exempt from a recent hiring freeze, suggesting that the VA continues to hire thousands every 2 weeks. Despite this, issues remain. A report from the VA's Inspector General last year revealed misallocation of approximately $10.8 million in incentives to over 180 executives, raising concerns about oversight and accountability. In a more troubling finding, a recent report highlighted that the Veterans Health Administration improperly granted a relocation incentive to an employee who never moved. Kiggins asserted that these issues highlight a lack of necessary checks in place for incentive allocations. The challenges facing the VA extend beyond mere staffing numbers. They encompass the broader implications these cuts have for veteran care. Therrit acknowledged that while recruitment and relocation incentives can be available for up to 4 years, retention incentives only last for about a year. This structure allows the VA time to plan the transitions and ensure that critical skills do not leave the organization with departing staff. Importantly, Therrit pointed out that the compensation framework for healthcare professionals at the VA has not kept pace with salaries in the private sector, making it increasingly difficult to attract and maintain top talent. While the 3R incentive program is an essential tool, it's not sufficient for the VA to maintain competitiveness within the industry, she asserted. Kiggins echoed this sentiment, emphasizing that effective use of bonuses can enable the VA to offer appealing salaries to skilled clinical staff, which is crucial for providing high-quality care. When we lose dedicated employees or fail to draw in talented individuals, it's the care of our patients that suffers the most, she added. Elliott also pointed out the acute need for incentives at the North Battlefield Outpatient Clinic in Chesapeake, Virginia, which only opened with about 27% of its staffing goal. The clinic, which provides vital services like primary care and mental health support, struggles to compete for qualified candidates in a competitive job market. We strongly urge the VA to utilize these bonuses and resources effectively to enhance staffing at this clinic, she urged. As this facility ramps up to full operational capacity by January 2026, concerns about staffing variation remain, especially given that a psychologist recently left for a more lucrative position in the private sector. Elliott noted, without offering a relocation bonus, we can't compete with offers that lure our professionals away. The current landscape presents a complex challenge for the VA and raises questions for all of us regarding the direction of veteran care. As these developments unfold, how do you perceive the balance between staffing cuts and maintaining the quality of care for our veterans? We invite your thoughts and perspectives in the comments below. Nurses, unions, and veterans rally to protect VA, a call to action. Rallying for Rights, a unison call by nurses, unions, and veterans to shield the VA. In a bold move that's stirring up the political pot, nurses, unions, and veterans are coming together to defend the Veterans Affairs VA system. This alliance, driven by a shared concern for the welfare of our nation's veterans, is set to make waves in the political landscape. But here's where it gets controversial. Some argue that this could lead to a power struggle with the government. And this is the part most people miss: the underlying tension between the need for improved services and the fear of privatization. Susan McCord, a seasoned journalist and writer, has been at the forefront of this story. With roots in Asheville, North Carolina, and a career spanning rural Georgia newspapers, she brings a wealth of experience to the table. A proud graduate of the Academy of Richmond County and the University of Georgia, her accolades include a Ravitch Fiscal Reporting Fellowship, a first-place Hard News Writing Award from the Georgia Press Association, and the Morris Communications Community Service Award. Her dedication to her craft is evident in her coverage of this critical issue. At the Augusta Press, we value and encourage reader engagement. However, we maintain a strict comment policy to ensure a respectful discourse. We reserve the right to moderate comments that violate our guidelines. Here are the types of comments we do not tolerate: threats of harm or violence, profanity, obscenity, or vulgarity, including images or links to such material, racist comments, victim shaming or blaming, personal attacks or name-calling, comments that primarily serve to promote products, commercial websites, or services, copyright infringing comments, spam, such as repetitive comments on a profile. We invite you to join the conversation, but we urge you to do so with civility and respect. Let's keep the dialogue constructive and meaningful. What are your thoughts on the nurses, unions, and veterans rally to protect the VA? Do you believe this could lead to a positive change or a potential power struggle? Share your views in the comments below.